Good afternoon, students. Welcome back to social science class. My dear students, so previous class we learned some of the things, especially in the previous sessions we learned about the organization of productions, the organization of production, and as well as we also learned about the requirements in the production activities to produce the goods and services, and even so those requirements are we came to know as the factors of productions also. And even so the last class we discussed about land is fixed, so about this topic also. And today's class we are going to learn about, is there a way one can grow more crops from the same land? One can grow more crops from the same land. So, regarding this, we are going to learn in this session. See, it is actually depend upon the land, and even it is depend upon the knowledge or how the farmer is going to be get utilized that respective available land or area. See, here in the kind of crops grown and facilities available. Suppose if you are going to grow more than one crops in the same area or in the same land, so we may require some of the facilities also. So there is no doubt, we all of you knows that. So in the village Palampur, so they would resemble a village of the western part of the Uttar Pradesh, and here, so all land is cultivated in Palampur. So it is very clear that. So whatever the available, the land in the Palampur village, so that is completely cultivated. So all land is cultivated in Palampur village. So there is no doubt. See, here no land is left idle, or there is no land which are not under the cultivation. It is clear, no? So the most of the lands so completely cultivated, and there is no wasteland or there is no idle land, and there is no land which is not under the cultivation activities. Are you getting now? See, here the Palampur village and even the farmers, so they are very clever. So why? Because so they are used to grow more than one crops in the same land, more than one crops in the same land. See, here the villagers of Palampur. So during rainy season, so we all know that this rainy season. So even it's known as Kharif. Kharif. See, it's called as a Kharif season, or during rainy season. So the farmers grow especially jowar and bajra. Jowar and bajra. See, during rainy season or Kharif season, so the Palampur villages are the farmers, so they grow johar and bajra. And these plants are used as cattle feed. We know that. So especially the jowar and bajra. So it is actually they were grown for especially for whatever they were reared the different animals for those purpose. So it is very clear that so these crops they were grown for their cattle. So that's what even so these plants or these crops are well known as a cattle feed, to feed their cattle, to feed their cattle feed. So to feed their cattle, so during rainy season the farmers in Palampur village, so they grow bajra and then jowar, and it is followed by cultivation of potato. See, in the same land, so during rainy season, so they were growing the bajra and jowar. So especially these crops for or these plants or crops for as cattle feed to fill the cattle whatever they required. And in the same it is followed especially during October and December. So between this October and December, so they used to cultivate the potatoes between October and December. So in this period they used to grow in the same land. It is followed by so the cultivation of potatoes. See here they continued and also dear student in the winter season in the winter season. So this winter season well known as Rabi and even these crops also called as a Kharif and then this also called as a Rabi. See here during winter season which is well known as the Rabi season. See here in their land so they used to cultivate and they are sown with wheat which is the major food crop. So during Rabi season or during winter season, so the villages, I mean the especially the farmers, so they were sown this wheat, and from the wheat producing, and then next farmers keep enough. So this is what a very common. Whatever we are growing the food crops, so first we are going to preserve or keep for our food whatever we requires the enough food even maybe sometimes up to 6 months or up to get the next crops till harvesting the next crops. So the farmers even so till today also they are used to practice the same because instead of selling in the market so especially for food crops so they used to keep themselves how much they want they used to be preserved they are preserving they are keeping themselves to fulfill their coming days or their future days requires. See here the farmers so they used to keep the consumptions and if it is there suppose the surplus of grains or the surplus of the crops I mean the whatever they were grown the produces so that they used to carry at the market at Raiganj which is very nearest to the Palampur village to sell in the market. First they used to keep for their family consumption and if it is there the surplus or the remaining or the extra or more extra whatever they are grown so those food grains they used to carry to the Roygan's market and they used to sell them. See, a part of the land area is also devoted to sugarcane. In the same, they used to adralle ಒಂದು ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ it's a part of the land area. So they used to devote it to sugarcane. See, which is harvested once every year. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳ sugar cane it will take long times so that's what so whatever they are having in their land so the part of the land so it is completely preserved I mean it is completely reserved for growing sugar cane also. See actually the sugar cane is harvested once in every year even you all of you knows that because the most of you people and even the Bagalkot district it is so famous for sugar cane and then production of sugar and the most of the farmers so in this district especially in this surrounding so you all of you so maybe you are growing a lot of whatever it may be the land area used to grow the sugar cane. See it is in its raw form you know that or as a jaggery. You know that, so what we called in Kannada, ale mane anta ಏನು ಕರಿತೀವಲ್ಲ ಮಕ್ಕಳ. So ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನ ತಯಾರಿಸಿ even so that whatever they produced, the raw even as well as the jaggery, they used to sold to traders in Shahpur, the another one town which is very nearest to village Pallam. See, dear students, in this case, please try to understand. So, how the farmers, so they are going to utilize it the whole year by growing the different crops in the same year. They are going to get utilized. So, there is no doubt. So, they are continuously, so they are growing according to the season. So, they used to grow the different crops, and there is no idle land. There is no wasteland, or there is no land in Palampur which are not under the cultivation. See, this all happened. So you know that if we are going to grow any kind of crops, I mean the crops throughout the year, so we require some basic facilities. So if it is there, no, the basic facilities too, then we cannot grow even single crops also in that agricultural year. How can we grow? So the enough water resources required, and in irrigation field the electricity it's more required. If there is no electricity we cannot. See, like that, so there are many facilities are required to grow more than one crops, and even for a single crops also. So the whole year. See, here the main reason why the farmers in Palampur village, so they are able to grow these like the 3 or 4 different types of crops now in a agricultural year. So that is all about due to the well developed system of irrigation. So in Palampur village, so the agricultural system it is well developed. It's including, so it is actually there we can see well developed irrigation system in Palampur village. So due to this reason, so because of this reason, so the farmers they are able to grow so about 3 or 4 crops in a agricultural year. Otherwise, if there is no well developed irrigation system, so they cannot grow anywhere else. So even till today, we are also the same students. If we have the well developed irrigation system, then only we can. Otherwise, it is not possible to grow even single crops also. See, this is what the major impact was to transform the system of irrigation. Transform the system of irrigation. So here we please try to understand that. So they were used Persian wheels were until then and used by farmers to draw water from the wells and irrigate small fields also. They were used Persian wheels. I think in 7th standard you may studied in a beginning between 700 to 1000, I mean 1750. So during this period, so the new innovations and then the new technologies appeared in our country, appeared in our subcontinent. See, in this case, what happened during that time only, so the Persian wheel, it was introduced in our country by the different people, especially those who are came as a foreigners. See, by using this technology, the Persian wheel, so they were till then used by farmers to draw water from the wells and irrigate, even irrigate small fields also. So dear students, people saw that, then what we required, it's the most important which is required in agricultural field and as well as industrial field also. If there is not that facility, so we cannot run in the production activities. That is about the electricity. If there is no power facility, so we can't do anything also, dear students. See here, people saw that the electrical run tube wells, and also they could irrigate, so by using this electric run tube wells, so could irrigate much larger areas of land more effectively because of the electric tube, what we call electric run tube wells. ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕು ಮಕ್ಕಳ. ಸಪೋಸ್ ನಾವು ಬಾವಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರು ಎತ್ತಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಅಥವಾ ನಾವು ಬಾವಿ ಇದೆ, ಬೋರ್ ಇದೆ, ನೀರು ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಪವರ್, ಇಫ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಪವರ್ ವಿ ಕಾಂಟ್ ಡೂ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್. ಇವನ್ ಟಿಲ್ ಟುಡೇ ಆಲ್ಸೋ the most of our activities from the morning to evening till go to the bed, so the most of the activities completely depend upon the electricity. If there is no electricity we can't do any other, especially about the production activities. Understood? See here, the first few tube wells were installed by the government. This is what we call the desire of the government, or what the government policies or implementations to develop the agricultural field. That is also very much important. How the government is going to support to the farmers to grow well, and by providing the different facilities, so how the government is going to encourage the farmers, this all depend upon the government. So if there is the government support, and if suppose some of the facilities so provided by the government, such as electricity, free electricity, and even so and so things, even the what we called, and then high yield seeds, and then even on time fertilizers, if suppose this, and even more than that, the farmers, they are expecting a fair price also from the government, whatever they were grown their crops, for their crops also. See here, in the beginning, tube wells were tube wells were introduced by, and then installed by, and then provided by government. Soon what happened? So the farmers started setting up the private tube wells. So in the beginning, there we can see the government installed tube wells, and later onwards, so the farmers, even their own, so they were started setting up this uh, private tube wells. See, as a result, what happened? So by mid 1970s, the entire cultivated area of 200 hectares was completely irrigated. This is what the result. Because so they were getting the sufficient water resources, which is essential in the agriculture field. If there is no water facilities, so if there is no proper irrigation, so the cultivation is not at all possible. See, when the government provided and then installed a few tube wells, and later onwards, so what happened? The farmers also set up their own private tube wells. So as a result, what happened in mid 1970s? So the entire cultivated area of 200 hectares was irrigated. Actually, so about 200 hectare areas so available for agriculture purpose in Palampur village, and all 200 hectare was cultivated because of this well developed irrigation system. See, dear students, to grow more than one crop on a piece of land during the year, so it is called as, or it is known as multiple crop. It is known as multiple cropping. So what is meant by multiple cropping? Multiple cropping means, so to grow more than one crop, more than one crop on a piece of land during the year. I mean the same year. During the year. Known as multiple cropping. Are you getting, dear students? So see, multiple multiple cropping means to grow more than one crop like this. So you see here in Palampur village, the people, so during Kharif season or rainy season, they used to grow johar and then the bajra for their cattle as a cattle feed. And even between October and December, they used to grow the potato also. And afterwards, during winter season, which is well known as rabi crops, so during that time also they used to grow wheat also, and even part of their land, so it's completely reserved for to grow sugarcane also. See here what happened, in a piece of land in the same agricultural year, the people used to grow more than one crop, and this is well known as multiple cropping. This is well known as multiple cropping. See, it is the most common way of increasing production on a given piece of land. Because if suppose we are growing only one crop, all facilities are there. So due to lack of interest of the farmers, we are or the farmers, so they used to grow only one. They may neglect it, they may not interested. So this is also very much important. The farmers, they should show their interest towards to grow more than one crop if it is there the required facilities. Of course, if it is not there, whatever they require, the electricity, water, so on so facilities, then it's okay. But if the people, if they don't have the desire, or if they are not willing to grow more than one crops in the same year, then we cannot expect the production also. Because we cannot force the farmers to grow more than one crop, or you grow that much of this much of. No, we cannot instruct, especially in the democratic countries. So that's what here the desire of the people, the interest of the people to grow more than one crop, so in their own land, that is also very much important apart from the facilities. See here, it is the most common way of increasing production. So, and a given, it's what? The piece of land. In a piece of land, they used to grow more than one crop. And what happened ultimately? So, the production, it is going to be increased. See, all farmers in Palampur grow at least two main crops. So, it is what very interesting thing. So, here, all farmers in the Palampur village, so they used to grow at least two crops in a year. And many are growing potato and as the third crop. See, in the past 15 to 20 years, in the past 15 to 20 years. So this is very common. So that's what the most of the farmers in Palampur village, so they follow this multiple cropping. That means, so they are growing more than one crop on a piece of land. So during the year, I mean during the same year, which we call as a multiple cropping. Are you getting now? Yes, dear students. So actually, it is helpful to the everybody. Even so, there we can see so the agricultural development also, and even so the status of the farmers also it's become so high, because so they are involving by using the technologies, by using the whatever the facilities they used to grow the more crops, and they used to get the more income, or else so they are able to get whatever their family needs or consumptions and all. And next class, dear students, so we are going to discuss about it is important to increase the area under irrigation. It is, I mean, sorry, is it important to increase the land, I mean the area under irrigation? If we say yes, and then we need to be discussed why. So regarding this topic, so we are going to learn in the next class. Thank you. Have a nice day.